Who the fuck did I go to Las Vegas with? Officially, part one, okay? And yo, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm not leaving nothing out. I'm telling you the full story. We've went over this multiple times when I was live, but at this point, it's like I feel like it deserves a post just so everyone knows my side, okay? So, about two and a half weeks ago, I think, I was watching this video or whatever. I clicked on a hashtag trying to find the full length of the video, and this dude's page had came up. Okay, I was already following him, right? I don't remember why I followed him. It was probably because he was a sports bettor. And it was probably because I gamble. Like, I'm not a gambler like a sports bettor, but I'll put a little bread down on a game. But the only person I've ever hit with is S Fly. S Fly, he's the sports bettor in Vegas, and every time that I buy his picks, I hit crazy, okay? I've made $46,000 off of a 7-leg parlay with this man, okay? But I had been following this man. It probably was from when he so-called put down $1 million on the Super Bowl, right? So for me, I had messaged him. I simply hit him with a hey. He's like, hey. I'm like, yeah, I had clicked on this video and it brought me to your page. I clicked on a hashtag. It brought me to your page, whatever. But I see I had been following you already. He was like, yeah, shoot me a text. Okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, y'all, just for me to show y'all, I didn't do that to myself. Okay. And a woman with bad hygiene, you wouldn't be trying to suck her damn skin off. But anyways, so I'm talking to him. We're texting. He's calling me. He's being very persistent. Okay, very persistent. I had been on my page telling my supporters about this person because the conversation was just great. I thought I had been boosting this person up to you guys for a minute. And if you know, you know, okay? A lot of my supporters want me to really try to date. Try to genuinely date Gorgeous. Not just for what someone can do for you, but, for real love. So I've been trying that. I'm not trying it no more, but I was trying it. So with him, I had messaged him. We had been texting, fell asleep on the phone a couple of times. I'm feeling like I'm in high school. It's so cute, right? Wrong. So he ends up hitting me up. He's like, come to me. I'm like, the holidays are coming up. Are you sure? He's like, yeah, I want you to come to me. My family's coming to town, but I will make time for you. Come in town. Come see me. I got you. You're good. First red flag, mind you, there's about 12 of them. He tells me to find the flight that I want and send it to him. I'm like, okay, cool. I find the flight that I want. All I could find was JetBlue first class. They have this first class called Mint, where you can go to sleep, lay down, straight through. Everything else had a stop. It was either in Atlanta or Boston. So I send him the flight. He texts me about an hour later, your flight's booked. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for the confirmation. I'm waiting for the information. When the information came to me, I told him to tell his assistant, which now I know it was not an assistant. He's like, my assistant's booking your ticket. I said, well, make sure she books the right seat, okay? Anything over 2 hours, I book first class for myself naturally, okay? Okay, cool. So when I get the plane ticket and it says 6D or 6 something, whatever, the Mint first class and JetBlue stops at like 4 or 5. So I'm looking at the seat. I'm like, this is not the seat I told you. Is she being funny? Is this a test? I literally said, hey, I don't know if this is a test. Because mind you, I'm trying to date normal. I'm trying not to be a trick-ass bitch. So I'm like, hey, I don't know if your assistant messed up or if you're trying to test me, because a lot of wealthy men, they're narcissists. They will play games with you. They will literally have all the money in the world and book you an economy seat just to see how you will react. So me, I didn't react. You know what I said? I said, you know what? I'm going to have them refund the ticket you bought me, which was $178. I said, and I'll book my own because I'm trying to show that I don't need your bread and I'm coming to see you because I want to see you. Oh, there's some of my stretch marks he was talking about. Anyways, So I tell him like, hey, it's cool. I canceled the flight that your assistant booked, and I booked my own, and I sent him my confirmation and the money I spent on the flight, which was $1,000 and 1,080 and some change. Okay, he's like, don't worry about it. When you get here, I got you. I'm gonna insert the picture. So for me, I call my homegirl and I'm telling her the situation. I said, it's a red flag. I don't think I should even go no more, girl. I swear to God, I'm going to insert those text messages with her too. I told her, I said, I don't even think I should go because if a man's willing to play with me once, he'll think he could play forever. And even though I'm trying to prove a point that I'm a boss bitch, I don't need your money, babe. I wiped my ass with $1,000. Me booking that ticket was nothing. Nothing. Okay? I booked it, and me booking it on my own was, you know what, Courtney? Pass the test. You know what I'm saying? If that's a test, pass it and see how it goes. Okay? Come back for part two. Who the fuck did I go to Las Vegas with? Las Vegas with part two. So, yo, I booked my own ticket because for me, I'm thinking this man got a bag, he got bread. Courtney, don't ruin it over you being a bougie ass bitch. Even though the flight was 5.5 hours, okay? Anything over 2 hours, I book first class for myself. So I said, you know what, Courtney? Just book the ticket, pass the test if it is a test. And I told him that. I said, I don't know if this is a test or if your assistant really messed up. Because he's putting it to me as, oh, babe, she booked you first class. She booked you first class. No, sweetheart. The ticket said economy. And y'all, I'm not the girl who's asking for something she doesn't get for herself. I do this, okay? I do this for myself, okay? So from there, I pay the money, right? I'm like, hey, I told them to refund the ticket that you bought, and I just bought my own. I sent them the receipt. He's like, I got you when you get here. Okay, cool. He was like, don't worry. Then I'm like, well, hold on. She booked the ticket one way. He said, well, I don't know if we're going to take a trip, and we might take a trip. Like, I might just want to get up one day and go somewhere tropical. So I didn't know when to send you home. So I just booked one way. I said it would really make me really comfortable because I overthink if you would just make the flight round trip. He texts me, he says, I'm going to make her book your returning flight tonight. I'm like, okay. Okay. So, y'all, I'm getting ready. I'm packing. I ask him, I'm like, hey, what's the weather in Vegas? Like, how should I pack? He's like, baby, pack like a princess. And I told all my followers this. My followers were literally on live with me as I was explaining this. How do you pack like a princess? Because if I was a princess, I wouldn't pack a motherfucking thing. We going shopping when I land. Okay? That's what packing like a princess is to me. And I've experienced that before plenty of times. So, I'm not knowing what to pack, but me not knowing who I'm dealing with or what's going on, I do pack very good, okay? I don't just not pack nothing. So, I get on my flight. Everything's good. I got the seat that I wanted and everything. So, as I get on my flight, he's texting me, he's checking in. He's like, I'm going to be there to get you. Let me know what time your flight lands, whatever. I let him know. I land from my flight and he's there to pick me up, okay? He picks me up in a Rolls Royce Cullinan, which is like a Rolls Royce truck, okay? That's like almost 500,000, at least 250,000 if you could find one that's a little older type of, vehicle. Not that it makes a difference, but I just want y'all to understand, okay? The finesse, the lies, okay? So when he picks me up, he's like, yeah, I got you a suite. I booked you a suite at the Trump Hotel. I've never stayed at the Trump. When I go to Vegas, it's either Fontainebleau, Aria, or the Wynn, okay? And when I say Aria, I don't mean Aria regular room. I mean Aria, the suites that got the basketball court inside of them. $20,000 a night stays, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be cocky or nothing like that. I'm just trying to get y'all to understand the level of what I'm used to dealing with, okay? So we go to the Trump Hotel. It's a nice room. Okay. I'm like, okay, cool. This is fine. Whatever. He's like, yeah, I'm supposed to meet up with one of my friends to go to this like hookah lounge, but it's a hookah lounge that sells. Okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. Do I need to change? He's like, no, you're good. What you're wearing? I was wearing my Active Doll set, which is my brand. So I end up, we get in the car, we go to the hookah place. When we get there, we walk in, we're chilling, whatever. We sit at the table. One of his friends is there, okay? They're sitting there pretty much egging each other on. Like, he starts talking about some, I've been having cars, I've been having girls, I've been having motion, da da da. Me, I'm just thinking he's high, talking out the side of his ass. So me, I see that they have board games. They have games that you could play here. So I'm like, let's play Uno. Oh my God, I love Uno. Let's play Uno. He's like, okay. I said, do you know how to play Uno? He's like, I know how to play anything with cards. I'm like, okay, baby. You don't got to tell me twice. But just know, I'm a Atlanta game night, like, master, okay? Atlanta has a lot of game nights, and I'm one of them type of girls. And that's where I moved from. So I love me some Uno, y'all. So we get the cards or whatever. I'm shuffling the cards. I pass the cards out. 5 minutes in, I'm winning. I got 2 cards left. He decides with his friend that they're going to implement a new rule, which they said was old school. It's how you're supposed to play. And it's that if you get to you and say the card is red, but you don't have anything red, they say you got to keep drawing until you get red. Y'all, I have 2 cards in my hand. And this made the game go so long. It got to the point where at one point he said, you want to beat me so bad. You want to beat me so bad. Babe, I'm the female. You should really probably let me win the first round, don't you think? It's never that serious. It gets to the point where he literally gets an attitude and we're running out of the deck. So the deck's running out. We're about to have to reshuffle the deck. And he puts his cards down and he's like, ain't nobody won. Look, there. Fuck it. Fuck this game. You didn't want to let me win that bad that you just threw your cards down and said fuck the whole game? Okay. Y'all, meet me at part 3. Hey guys, so retelling stories is not my strong point, but here's all the videos I'm gonna post from then. So of course I was headed to the airport, took my trash out, and this is when I was headed to Vegas, okay y'all? And my followers stayed along with this whole thing. We were doing this thing for the plot. It was around the time I started actually dating because I'm single, because I've been done with that nigga, been left his ass. Anyways, so I was on the flight, chilling, looking cute. Okay, cool, whatever. Here's the little menu they have on JetBlue. Listen, this is my first time flying JetBlue and trusting it. And their first class is just as nice as Delta's, to be honest. Like laid back, TVs, food, everything. You even get these little headphones. You could keep them if you want, but I didn't keep mine. But anyways, I'm retelling this story. So I want everyone to understand this already happened. It just was on my page. So when everyone's talking about the situation from yesterday, I'm about to let you know what happened. Okay? That man is a weirdo. Anyways, I had set up to do some work, obviously. But I looked so cute, y'all. I looked like, real cute. And this is what I ended up eating. But me going into this situation was when I said, you know what? Let me genuinely try to date. Let me genuinely try to be a good person. He picked me up from the airport, of course, and then he got us a room at the Trump Hotel, blah, blah, blah. Really me, I thought. But anyways, go finish the story time. I'm going to be dropping receipts in between all of them. Bye, y'all.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your grand.
Okay, y'all, so I'm home in the bed, comfortable. It was a rough day. Do I look rough? Anyways, part 4 of my story time. So I'm gonna retell it because I couldn't find my part 4 video. I don't know if it got reported. I don't know what happened, but I didn't have it. Anyways, like I said, he had sent me a card because originally he was coming to get me at 8 o'clock. I was on live getting dressed with my supporters, literally. Anybody who saw that live vouched for this. I'm getting dressed. I didn't even like my outfit. Like, I really was like, irritated a little bit. But anyways, he told me 8 o'clock. So he texted me, was like, hey, I'm here. I was like, okay, give me 10 minutes. Yo, he texted me back talking about I'm going to go ahead and catch the reservation. I'm going to send you a truck, though. So me, I'm like, well, maybe, like, it's some type of restaurant where we have to be there on time. And I'm late. I'm late. I'm late. Yo, I got there, okay, maybe like 15 minutes after or something like that. He sends a truck. I get in the truck. I tell him to, can you order me a drink? I'm on the way. He's like, LOL, yeah, I got you. Yo, I pull up. When I pull up, I'm like, where are you at? And he's like, oh, walk in, go down this, like, literally not being a gentleman at all. Because do you know how big the Bellagio Hotel is? Yeah, literally, I had to go get directions. So I went and got directions, another red flag. Ended up going to the restaurant, okay? Y'all. Like, headed to the restaurant, you pretty much keep on walking for a little bit, and then you take this escalator down. I start taking the escalator down, y'all. I walk in the restaurant. I'm looking because I don't see anybody. And then he's like, hey. I look at him, y'all. It's a table set for 4. It's him, his homeboy, and 2 other girls. There wasn't even a chair for me. Okay? Me, I immediately then wanted to walk out because what the fuck? So I'm like, excuse me, he's still sitting down. So then he's like, hold on, I'm having to get you a chair. He was like, actually, let's all move to this table. The table next to the one with the 4 had a table of 6, which is where the fuck you should have been sitting anyways. Because, yeah, I said it was okay for him to bring his friend as a double date, but I didn't know his friend was coming with another girl. 2 girls and him, so 4. It looked like I was crashing the party, low-key, So, anyways, they end up moving over to a table, and I'm like, where's my drink? And he was like, man, I told you I'm not your errand runner. I said, excuse me, you couldn't order me a drink? And he was like, no, that's not even a thing. Like, I just was talking, I got caught up. He was like, order whatever you want. Yo, when I got to the table, first of all, his plate was clean. He already ordered, ate, everything, okay? Nobody else was eating but him. So when I got there, I'm like, oh, wow, I literally showed up like maybe 15 to 20 minutes late, y'all, past the time of our reservation. This man ordered, ate, and everything, okay? He's a sassy ass girl, okay? And that's what y'all gonna find out as we keep on unraveling the story, because my day one supporters, they already know how this went, everything that we uncovered, everything that we found out, that thank God I dodged a bullet. But anyway, so I start ordering my drink. I'm like, yeah, can I get a double shot of Casa Azul? At this point, I'm getting drunk because I know I'm about to go bananas, okay? So they bring me my drink, whatever. I order my food. He had already ate, and all his friends and the other 2 girls were drinking is like wine, okay? So I'm sitting there, and we're on a patio, so I'm like cold or whatever. He was like, you want my jacket? I'm like, yeah, okay. And so then the other girl who sat on the other side of him, so a table of 6, 3 on one side, 3 on the other. His homeboy's in the middle. He's in the middle right here. The homeboy's girl is right here, but then the other girl sat next to him. Her, him, me. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, literally me, I'm in a daze, but like I already had a thrown off mood because I ain't like my outfit, but my outfit really shitted on everybody, if you go see it. But anyways, so from here, he gives me his jacket, and she was like, yeah, it's chilly. Do y'all want to go inside? He was like, oh, I would have gave you my jacket, but I gave it to her. What the fuck are you talking about? You would have gave a bitch her jacket. Like, yo. So I text him. I'm like, look, maybe I misunderstood. You brought me here on some, oh, baby this, baby that, all that, da, da, da. And now it's like, do I need to leave? Like, I will go back to the room. I will leave. You get what I'm saying? So he's like, no, like, at the end of the day, my homeboy, he wanted to meet with me, da, da, da. Of course, later, y'all, he tried to switch it up. When I ended up doing the story time, the original time, he tried to go live and switch it up and say, yeah, I was trying to go on another date with another bitch while he was trying to switch up, like, he was just so peeved. And we found out that he was DL, and we'll get there. We will get there, okay? Anyways, so from here or whatever, I literally get my food. My food comes. I eat a little bit of it, get the rest to go or whatever. And now I'm about to send y'all to part 5, okay? At this point, it's like we're about to leave the restaurant. And when the waiter asked for the bill came. Me and him were the only ones who had food. His homeboy had a glass of wine, and the other 2 girls had a glass of wine. And he talking about, can we get separate checks? Which, for me, I'm just not used to. The niggas I'm used to dealing with cover every motherfucking thing for every motherfucking body. But yeah, he made the waiter separate the checks and take their 3 glasses of wine off. Listen, it was a bunch of red flags. It was a bunch of broke ass shit behavior, but y'all, the story gets bigger and bigger, okay? So I'm gonna add the rest of part 5, and then y'all go watch part 5 from there. But yeah, when we were leaving the restaurant, like me and the girls had went to the bathroom together, and like one of the girls, she kind of, they was being cool. They wasn't being weird. So we ended up bonding over the fact that they knew how to play baccarat. So I was like, oh, y'all know how to play baccarat? Me too. They're like, yeah, let's go to the casino. Little did I know is that Mr. Sports Better here, I guess, was banned out of the Bellagio. I'm not sure why. He wasn't educated enough literally to know that all he had to do was send an appeal, because he showed me the email and I was like, why have you never appealed it? Send them this back and say this, whatever. So we end up walking over, and this is where we're going. Part 5 next. Who the fuck did I go to Vegas with? Part 5. So at this point, like I said, we're walking towards the casino. We're to the baccarat room. Me and the girls is talking. They like, oh yeah, the tables is hot. Like at this point, me and the girls don't got no real issue. And it's like, he's walking, holding my hand, like, you get what I'm saying? So on top of me and the girls being cool, it's like, it was weird. It was like when me and the girls started vibing and bonding, he did not like that at all, okay? His attitude went from like, oh yeah, like, yeah, I'm gonna piss her off, to when I become cool and I actually start chilling and talking, ha kikiing with the girls, now he's mad, okay? So we go in there with the $100 that he handed me, okay? And I'm like, and the girls were laughing. They're like, $100, and the tables are $500 a hand. So one of the girls, she takes out $400. She said, put your 100 on top of mine. We kept hitting. So she's making her 400 triple. I made 300 off the 100 he gave me, right? Because she just kept putting her money on top of mine. So at this point, I go back and I'm like, yeah, well, like 300, flip 300 real quick. He was like, oh, good job, whatever. So I have these chips. I'm like, do you want a drink? Because he's sitting at the bar area. He won't even come in the casino area, okay? So I'm like, you want a drink or whatever? He's like, yeah, give me a lemon drop. Okay. So I go over there. I order 2 clases with lemon drops. They were like $160. I tried to pay with the chips. Or no. I tell him how much the drinks are. I'm like, yeah, can I get some cash? $160. He was like, pay with those chips. You cheap bitch, but okay. I go back over there. I try to give the chips. The bartender's like, yeah, babe, we don't take chips over here. And I'm like, oh. So I go back to him. They don't take chips. He was like, $160. How is it $160? I said, because I got us Casa Azul lemon drops. He was like, nah, that don't sound right. I said, well, at the end of the day, you're drinking the drink. I got the drink. I need $160. He gives me the money, y'all. He gives like $200. I go over there. I pay for it. I come back. I did tip the bartender like $10. I come back. And he's like, where's the change? Is this real life? I give it to him, though. I give it to him because I didn't really care to keep it. But what? I ain't never had no man ask me for no fucking change. Okay? So from here, we drinking the drink or whatever. And I'm like, do you understand what I'm saying? Where I'm saying you're disrespectful. You got me fucked up. He was like, no, you shouldn't have been late. I said, oh, so because I was 15 minutes late, that means grab another bitch. Try to link up with another bitch. And in my head, I'm giving him way more than I'm giving him way more, what is it called? I'm giving him way more leeway than what it should have been, because you didn't know that girl was coming. That girl did not know you from a can of paint. And I know that because when she asked me for my Instagram, your name was somebody she had just followed. Okay? It was in her types. Okay? Stop playing. So anyways, from here, we're sitting there drinking the lemon drops, and I'm telling him, I'm like, at the end of the day, if you have somebody fly out to you, and then you tell them, oh, we're going on a dinner date at 8:30, and they pull up at a table seated for 4, and it's like, I'm not even supposed to be there, it's weird. He's like, no, I know, baby. I'm sorry. I don't even know her like that, babe. Like, I promise you, I didn't know she was coming. My homeboy called me. He said he was with the girl he met last night. I didn't know she had a friend. I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool, whatever. Let's just play the night out. So from here, the girls are still winning on the tables. Then they come back. We're about to go to Rhino, okay? And if you work at Vegas and Rhino, I need you to comment on this video, okay? Because we go to Rhino, whatever. When we walk in, I sit down, okay? The girls sit down. We're, me and the girls are kikiing. Me, I'm a girl's girl. You get what I'm saying? No matter what a nigga did, I'm not going to be mad at you for nothing. So now me and the girls, we bonded. We all go to the bathroom together. We go to the bathroom. They're like, yeah, if they need to order some money, something. We didn't just come here just to sit here. We wanted to come to the strip club to throw money. I'm like, oh, God. So they're like, yeah, we're going to go out here and ask them if they're going to order money. If they don't, we're walking out. I'm like, okay, I go in the bathroom stall to pee. By the time I come out, I'm like, where the girls? He was like, they left. Because they literally did that. Are y'all going to order some bottles, order some money? No? Okay, well, we're leaving. And they left, y'all. Because they on their city girl shit. Pay for this, pay for that, or we getting on. This is not our lick. You get what I'm saying? I respect it. So from here, I'm telling him, well, I'm tired. I don't want to be here. We ain't ordering no bottles. We ain't dancing no girls. What is we in here for? He was like, yeah, we just gonna get some food and we gonna leave. I order food, but remember, I still got my food from the restaurant. I order food, and then he's like, you know what? Come on, let's just go. I'm like, okay, cool, let's just go. I said, hold on, I'm waiting for my food. He said, you got food in the car, fat ass. I forgot, but I'm like, fat ass? Are you okay? I mean, I know my ass is fat, but are you okay? Are you okay? So me, I look at him like, you know what? You're right. I got food in the car. Let's go. I was ready to go anyways. But in my head, I'm like, this nigga just call me fat. We get in the car, y'all. We get in the car. I start spazzing, okay? I'm like, you know what? You really got me fucked up. At the end of the day, you had me come out here, baby this, baby that. Can't wait to see you. Come see me. Oh, my God, I can't wait to see you. I'm going to treat you like a princess. Whatever you need, I got you. Da-da-da. Then I get here, and you're a fucking narcissist, and you're gaslighting the fuck out of me. Yo, I swear to God, this man told me you shouldn't have been late. One of my pet peeves is being late. Then you got me running errands, asking me to order you a drink, order your food. Are you a girl? Are you a girl? That's bare minimum. Is if I'm late to a date, order my drink, order my food, ask me, do you want me to put my order in? Because you're so motherfucking hungry, you ready to eat, so order my shit too. That's what the least you could have did. But no, you let me show up and your steak is gone. You inhaled it. Fat ass. So anyways, from here, we're in the car, I'm spazzing, I'm going off. He's like, baby, 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 it's not that serious. He's trying to comfort me. He's rubbing my face. Oh, babe, babe, baby, I promise you it's not that, whatever. At this point, y'all, I literally have been yelling and tweaked, and I was drunk so bad to where, like, I'm getting emotional at this point because I'm really trying to get this nigga to understand I'm a bad bitch. Don't fucking play with me. I'm not one of these little girls out here. I'm one of them for real. Are you gonna fucking treat me accordingly, or I can get the fuck on? I literally said, book my flight home tomorrow. I swear to God on my son. I told him, book my flight home tomorrow. He was like, man, why you doing all this? Book my flight home. This is the conversation on the way to the hotel room, okay? We get back to the hotel room. Once again, I'm thinking I could just go up by myself. No, he gets out the fucking car too. We go upstairs. What do? I get in the shower. What does he do? Once again, on the second night, gets directly in the bed with his outside clothes on, including the hat. This man would not take his hat off until he felt like I was going to sleep. I swear to God, I could feel him moving. He literally would sit there with his hat on, whatever, and then slowly take it off. And then, like, put the cover like this over his head and kind of, like, go like this. You know that they have hair transplants? Just letting you know. You got all that money, go get one. It'll help you with your self-confidence. So at this point, y'all, we just go to sleep. I got in the shower. I got out. I lay in the bed. We went to sleep. There was nothing to talk about, okay? He's like, yo, I can't even explain it. It was so weird, but I just went to sleep. Wake up the next morning. He's like, yeah, I got to go meet with my lawyers, but we're going to do something today. I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, I just told this man last night I wanted to go home. So he's gone or whatever all day, and then he texts me. He's like, yeah, I'm going to Bear something, someplace with his family for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was the next day. So I'm like, okay, cool. So what do I need to be doing? Because I want to go home. He was like, well, look up some flights and let me know. I'm like, okay, cool. I look up the flights, y'all. I booked my flight right then. I booked it. I said, yeah, this is the one I booked. When you get here, you can give me the cash. Okay, cool, whatever. So at this point, y'all, he calls my phone. And he's like, what you doing, baby? I'm like, I'm just chilling, you know, getting some work done, like, whatever. This is probably at, like, 5 o'clock. He was like, well, I'll be there around 6 o'clock, and we can go do something. I'm going to see you in a second. I'm on the way. I'm like, okay. Every motherfucking bitch been wearing these skim outfits down, okay, to where they're sold out where I'm at. So me, unless I go to, like, Aventura. So me, I text him. I said, hey, you know, I know you're busy, but can we go to the shops? I'm trying to look for this Skims set, and I want to go to White Castle, because anytime I go anywhere there's a White Castle, I take a picture of it and I send it to my mom. It's like a thing we have, okay? We love us some White Castles. And crystals don't got shit on them. Just saying. But anyways, so He calls me. He was like, you hungry? I said, yeah, because they don't got it on Uber Eats. I already looked at Uber Eats to try to order it. I said, they don't have it on there. So can you stop on your way? He's like, yeah, and I'm actually trying me one too. Yeah, I got you. Okay, cool. Y'all, I'm on the phone with my homegirl. I'm waiting on him, thinking he getting the food. He calls me. He says, what I tell you about telling me to run errands? I said, what errands are you running? He said, you got me getting you food. Are you motherfucking serious? When I was on the phone with my homegirl, I literally told her, I'm surprised he didn't complain about the food. Right then, he called me. I don't run errands. You got me literally in this traffic going to get you some food. You could have ordered room service. I said, the room service is fucking trash. I got to go downstairs to actually order it. And this is bullshit. I was like, but you know what? At the end of the day, all I'm asking you to do is get me food. What is you saying? Yo, I'll come back for, I think, like part 6. Hey y'all, so this is my hotel from the Vegas story time. This man put me at the Trump Hotel, okay? I couldn't let y'all get the original video because it gave me a copyright infringement thing, but it's okay. I'm just trying to show y'all the room, okay? At the end of the day, this was before the calm before the storm. I did not know how horrible this man was, okay? Like, no. But anyways, yeah.
You in Miami for also room shit. When I step a stampede, put on neck, can't breathe. Lucky Charm, Van Cleef, diamonds on. I see my eyes linking up. I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just say that whole enough is enough. They was just in my DMs, ain't no trust in these sluts. I'm about to call up Diamond, bitch. No, if you eyes linking up. I'm like, what in the fuck? If you scared, then just.
Who the fuck did I go to Vegas with? Part 6. So at this point, y'all, we on the phone arguing about this fucking White Castles. He's like, I'm not an errand person. At the end of the day, if you had an assistant, like you say you got an assistant, you could have simply told her to go do it, right or wrong. He was like, at the end of the day, you could have at least been like, you know, babe, come get me. We go get it together. I said, I didn't think it was that big of a deal because you got to literally, you know, you outside the city coming here. Why would you come all the way here and get me and then go? But I was like, at the end of the day, I said, you just said you was going to get yourself something to eat. Everything was fine. Now you calling, trying to yell at me, talking about some, I'm not your errand boy. He was like, just like last night when you asked me to order your drink before you got there. You could do that shit on your own. I said, oh, yeah. All right, I hung up. I called my homegirl back. I said, bitch, you will not believe what the fuck just happened. I said, so you know how he was like, oh, I'm going to get you some food. I'm going to get me too. I said, this nigga just called me. And that I said, I'm not your errands. You got me running errands. My friend is like, wait, what? Over some food? Over some food. Y'all, I hadn't ate all day that day. The first time I'm eating was when he got to me at 7:30. Okay? I go live. I'm on live. I'm updating y'all on how the night went before, okay? We had been on live for probably an hour, okay? And y'all are asking me how'd it go. I told y'all everything about the restaurant, everything about the girls, everything. They're like, oh no, everybody already telling me, gorgeous, get up and leave. I said, I told him I wanted to leave today. And he woke up like I never said that shit. So I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go. I was like, I want to go to Skims because I've been sitting here. Like, I want to go to Skims to try to find this outfit. They were like, ask him, tell him to take you to Skims. I said, oh, God. So I texted him. I said, hey, can we go to Skims when you get here? I really want to find this set. And he was like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. He's like, yeah, okay, cool. So I'm like, yo, I'm reading y'all actively the text messages as they come through on live. Okay? So I'm sitting there. So then he texts me. He's like, actually, you go ahead. I don't want you to miss the stores. And I'll meet you there. In Vegas, it gets dark at like 5:30. You mean to tell me that you want me? No car. No nothing. You didn't offer to order an Uber, nothing. Talking about some, you go ahead. I'll meet you there. I was like, I thought you said you were going to be here around 6:30. He was like, yeah, I'm on the way right now. I'm on the way. It's going to take me a minute, whatever. I'm like, okay, everybody's telling me, Courtney, get dressed, go to Skims, meet him there. But no, I'm not a crash dummy. You know what was going to happen? I was going to go to Skims. I was going to be there. I was going to be buying my own stuff. He was going to show up last minute. And then he was going to ask me what I got. And that would have been the moment that I tweaked. Okay? That would have been the moment that I tweaked. So me, I text him, I said, you know what, it's dark outside, and I just don't want to get in an Uber by myself right now. So it's cool, don't even worry about it. Because a lot of y'all know my homegirl, she just got, you know, in an Uber. I'm really terrified of Ubers, y'all. Like, it's a trauma thing. I don't want to get in no Uber, especially by myself in Las Vegas at night. So he's like, okay. So then he finally shows up, okay, when my White Castles walks in. He was like, yeah, here you go, fat ass. But laughs about it as if it's a joke. I said, I haven't ate all day, so what are you talking about? And I'm literally like, what are you talking about? And I don't know if he knew that I used to be bigger, and he just was like trying to lean in on that to see if it was an insecurity of mine. It's not. I know my body T for real, okay? So from here, whatever, I'm sitting down, I'm eating. He's like, how was your day? He's trying to talk to me, whatever. I'm like, are we doing anything tonight? He was like, what you want to do? And I'm sitting here like, I don't know. But I'm sitting there with my iPad acting like I'm booking my ticket. My ticket was already booked. I'd already booked it myself. I was like, yeah, so my second, you know, my other ticket is $1,070. I texted him the total, and I tell him, here it is. He act like he can't hear me. I sit there, I'm calm for a second. I don't repeat myself, okay? So I'm like, yeah, here's the ticket. He's like, oh, I need to go to the bank. Actually, what's your wire information? I'm going to just send you a wire. And he was like, I got a surprise for you. He'd been saying ever since I landed, he had a surprise for me. And I'm still waiting to see what the surprise is. So he's like, yeah, send me your wire information. I got you. So we sat there for like an hour. I'm like, you want to go to the casino? He's like, yeah, we can go to the casino. Because at me right now, I'm thinking, Courtney, that man ain't giving you no bread, okay? He ain't giving you the money back he said he was going to give you. Just go win your shit, okay? Y'all, we end up going to the casino. When we walk in, he trying to get me to play blackjack. He trying to get me to do everything but what the fuck I know how to do, okay? So we finally get to the baccarat table, y'all. Instant, I'm hitting. He had took out and gave me $200 the first time, okay? Then he handed me another $100, so $300. Off $300, I sat at that table. I start placing my bets. All my shit hit, okay? Right now, I'm up $2,800 off of the $300 he gave me, okay? Okay, cool. So he's also following my bets. So he sees that I know what I'm doing. He starts following my bets. I helped this man make $5,000 the first time we went to the tables, okay? At this point, he happy. Oh, shit, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Yeah, you good luck. You good luck. I'm ha-ha kikiing because I do this. And the reason why I wanted to come gamble is so if you don't give me my money back, I made it on my own, okay? I knew this. I'm true to this. So at this point, okay, we start walking around because the table kind of gets cold. A lot of people see that we're hitting. They come over. They raise the price on what the hand is, so we walk away. We walk away. We go bet on red, and I'm telling him, like, bet on red for 1,000. He bet on it. It hit again. I just made you another 1,000, okay? We go back to the baccarat tables. We go over there. I'm still making money, y'all. I'm hitting that shit. And he is too because he's following all my bets. He had got like another 4,000. He won another 4,000 off of the bets that I was placing. Okay, cool. So from here, we're gambling. He's like, this is such a good time. I'm having so much fun with you. I'm happy we got to actually spend time together finally. Like, I'm like, yeah, like, I really am happy that we've got to, you know, actually sit and spend some time together because everything that's happened, it has been a horrible experience. He's like, well, you were late and you this and you that. And I'm like, look, that's neither here or there. I'm leaving tomorrow. Let's just relax, okay? So he's like, I can't wait till the Super Bowl. You gonna come to the Super Bowl with me, baby? You're my good luck charm. You gotta come with me. I can't wait for the Super Bowl. I'm about to put all this money down. I don't know, I'm gonna buy a suite. He's just talking out the side of his fucking neck because I'm not listening. So at this point, I go to the cashier. I cash in my chips. I made my own plane money ticket back, okay? Period. But at the end of the day, you as a man said you was gonna do something. So in my head, right, I know what he's thinking. He's thinking, oh, she just won this money off the money I gave her. I'm not going to give her nothing, right? So I clarify and I ask again. I'm like, so do you need to go to the bank in the morning before we go to the airport so you can, like, you know, pay for my ticket or whatever? He was like, yeah, mind you, I just helped him win over $6,000. I know you got it. That in my head was when I said, it's a dub, Courtney. Just go home. He ain't giving you that money. But at the end of the day, you came and won your own money. So you made the right choice, the right decision to come to the casino. So we get back to the room or whatever. Okay, we're chilling, just vibing. And I go get in the shower. And what does he do? He gets in the bed. Outside clothes on again. All he did was take his pants off. This nigga still got the hat on, y'all. I get out the shower, he still got the damn toboggan on in the bed. I'm sitting there, I'm laying there or whatever, and I literally fall asleep, and I can feel him take his shirt off, take his hat off finally, and tuck under that damn cover. Funny as shit. So cool. All right. So we wake up the next morning. Okay. We wake up the next morning. My flight was at 11:50. Okay. All my stuff I packed on Wednesday night. I packed on the night that I told y'all I was ready to leave. When I got home, took that shower, I packed my shit because I was going to leave. Okay. Like I wanted to leave the next morning. So at this point, I'm getting up, I get everything together, whatever, so we can go to the airport. We're in the car, whatever, and when we get to the airport, I'm like, hey, do you have that money for my flight? He was like, I'm going to send you a wire. I've been telling you, I'm going to send you a wire, babe. He was like, I got a surprise for you. So mind you, I had been talking to him about Active Doll, about my clothing drop, whatever, how all my samples came, and none of my logos came on them, so I'm backed up on when I wanted to do my drop, okay? So he's like, I got a surprise for you, and I need to wire it to you. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, he might really send some bread. He might really have seen I've been working on my businesses and really be like, oh, let me do this, right? I'm still having faith in you, bitch. My dumb ass. So me, y'all, I don't say nothing. I just get out of his car, and I go in the airport. When I go in the airport, I sit down. I'm on live with y'all, updating y'all about how this man did not pay for the ticket. Okay? Mimi at part, I think 7. Who the fuck did I go to Vegas with? Part 7. Okay, y'all. So where I had left off is literally when he came to the room after, listen, all the little bullshit. Yo, I was on live, literally, like, oh, I want to go to Skims, da-da-da. And, like, he was like, oh, yeah, you like, when I called him, like, my father's like, yeah, tell him you want to go to Skims, da-da-da. Come tell him to get you, like, go there, because where else are we going to go? I didn't want to go out. I'm leaving tomorrow. So, of course, when he got to the hotel room, I told y'all what happened, and then we ended up going to the casino. I won all my money back, and, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm cool, but it's like, today I'm going to go home. I got all my money back from the situation, but I had to win it. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing about it is it's like, for me to literally say, oh, let's go to the casino, and then I'm hitting, and he's finding out like, oh, no, you really know how to gamble. And then he literally makes $6,000 from following my bets, and then want to talk about you going to send me a wire. Y'all, let me tell you what happened. Next day, wake up, okay? Time to go to the airport. So he's like, oh, you ready to go or whatever? I'm like, yeah. So when I tell you, like, he didn't try nothing that next night, nothing. Like, I think he had already knew in his head, like, clicked, okay? So from here, we're headed to the airport, and I'm like, hey, do you want to stop at the bank first? Because you was going to give me, you know, the bread for my stuff or whatever. He was like, oh, I'm going to send you a wire. Send me your wire information. I'm like, a wire for less than $5,000? Like, what? But I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Y'all, so when I get out the car, he drops me off at the airport. I go in the airport, and I'm on live. I'm updating my supporters, letting them know, like, y'all, this is what happened. Because at the end of the day, when I had started, like, trying to date back in November, we were doing it for the plot. Okay, we didn't give a fuck if it worked out or not, but it was still like, why would you play with me? So, y'all, we're on live, okay? I'm on live, and I'm like, yeah, y'all, he just dropped me off the airport. He's talking about he gonna send me a wire, but I'm like, I literally just helped him make $6,000 in cash last night, so I'm not understanding that. Y'all, while I'm on live, he calls my phone. As I'm in the airport, about to board my plane to go back home, he's like, yeah, why are you on live talking about me? Somebody just sent me this, da-da-da. And I said, first of all, don't nobody know who you are, babes, at all. Second of all, I don't know why anybody would send you anything that has anything to do with me, because unless you told somebody or you was posting on your social media that you was with me, don't nobody know who you are, period. So he's like, nah, at the end of the day, like, and I'm just sitting here telling him, like, I'm not saying anything bad. You said you were going to send a wire. I'm waiting on the wire. But, like, my supporters, I'm a content creator. My supporters have followed this whole story. So then, y'all, we get off the phone because he's like, yeah, I mean, I'm just at the day. I ain't want you talking down on me. I said, I'm not. Like, I'm not. Like, you can go look at it yourself. I literally just told the whole situation how it went. I didn't lie one time, okay? Y'all, while I'm on live talking to my supporters, and a random page says, the guy she's talking about is, and puts his Instagram name. So I'm like, what? So I screenshot it because nobody would know who he was, because he's literally irrelevant, y'all. All them fake ass followers and stuff, he's irrelevant, okay? Irrelevant. You made a little bit of money gambling, okay, cool. Then we bought you some jewelry, but you're still a 0. So, y'all, listen. I look at the page, I click on it, and then my supporters go to it, And they're like, who is MVP Picks, which is his fucking logo for his sports betting company. This man came on my live while I'm at the airport and was like, and literally told everybody who he was. And it was like, yeah, that's who the guy was, da-da-da. So me in the middle of life, I said, nigga, this you. You on here exposing yourself? Why he go try to change his profile picture? And his name. But we had already screenshotted and caught it. I'm going to insert it. Y'all going to see it. But I was like, you just exposed yourself on my live? That is so weird. Not everybody in the comments is eating him up. Like, oh, you're lame, you're weird, you want some clout. Like, for him to come into my live and drop his name when nobody knew I was talking about, it was like, you want clout. And that's the thing, is like, it literally was nothing but a clout situation. And I didn't see that. I didn't know. That's why I told you that dating, after dating who I've dated, is hard, because men will target me. For real, they will target me just to be able to say, oh, I went somewhere with her. She was around me. You know what I'm saying? Even with this whole situation, he targeted me, treated me bad on purpose, just so that he would get him a little story time. But he didn't know that I was going to get all the tea and I was going to eat his ass up. Okay? But anyways, so from there, at this point, I'm on the flight like, what the fuck? Like, you're weird as hell. Like, why would you tell them who you are? Then you came from a fake page. And me, I'm just like, done talking. Okay? But I'm going to add part 8. Part 8 is next, because I do have part 8, and it's going to tell y'all what ended up happening, because in the meantime, from part 7 to part 8, it's a bunch of crashing out. It's me going in, getting in. Like, after part 7, it literally was me just posting, talking shit, and I'm going to post those too. I will. I was talking shit. Y'all going to probably notice one of the videos, because it went viral, because people thought that I was doing a voiceover for Nikki, but it was me talking shit, literally. I'm going to post those videos. I'm going to post part 8. Hey guys, so this of course is my flight that I booked back home with my own motherfucking money, period. At the end of the day, even with the situation, it's like I'm gonna still live the type of life that I live for myself, with or without a man. I'm still gonna be in motherfucking first class, eating every motherfucking thing they have to offer, enjoying my princess life. And this whole situation, I just want girls to literally see, have your fucking own, because these men will play with you. And just imagine if I didn't. Just imagine if I literally did not have my own funds to handle this situation. I would have been stuck in Las Vegas trying to figure out a way to get home. And I know there's girls that go through stuff like this and they don't have the means to actually save themselves instead of dealing with the bullshit. So it's like I'm literally giving this story time and telling you guys about this whole situation because I literally want you guys to see that this can happen to anybody. It don't matter how bossed up, how pretty you are, who you are. If a man want to play with you, a man is going to play with you, okay? And if these men are gay and down low, they gonna treat you accordingly, and you gotta know those red flags. There were so many red flags with this situation that I should have literally seen and ran. But me, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. When the motherfucking doubt should have took over and I should have got the fuck on. But at the end of the day, I wasted 48 hours, a little over that, of time in my life. But at the end of the day, I still was able to go make money. I didn't come back, negative or anything like that. Went on a trip, went to a spa, came back home, made another bag last night because I really got that hustle in me. But at the end of the day, this situation, I want you guys to know, men are going to do what men do. Sassy men are going to do what sassy men do. You cannot change nothing. And at the end of the day, the one thing that I know about me is any situation that I go into, I leave solid. I never thought the first time that I would be going back and forth with somebody on social media, especially on this app that I love and I give my story times all the time. The first time I'm going back with somebody is with a man, okay? And that should tell you everything. As a grown 35-year-old man, to be online arguing, yelling, turning red, talking about a woman's body, their stretch marks, all this stuff, even bringing up my child at one point, right? And it literally showed me that I have to protect my energy. I cannot be around these bum ass niggas. Like, it's just no. So it's like I tried it. I tried to date genuinely. We see what happened. If you've been following me, you know everything I've said these last 2 weeks and how I've went about it. But this was crazy, y'all. But it was a lesson learned. And at the end of the day, all I can do is just move on from the situation after I eat his fucking ass up. But anyways, my flight was great. I literally just woke up because of the fact that I slept my whole flight. Because that's what you could do in first class when you got some motherfucking money. You can go to sleep and wake up and you there. But and then from a man who never took a shower anytime we got back to the room, never took a shower, never washed his ass, woke up the next morning every time and went to do his errands for the day before washing his ass and brushing his teeth, thinks he could speak on me in hygiene? Babes. You know I'm smarter than that. I have videos of you and your receding hairline. I'm gonna go there. So y'all, who the fuck did I go to Vegas with? Part 8? I think this is 8. So at this point, I'm chilling at my house and I get this DM from this girl. And it says this. I'm gonna insert it. Girl, you messaged me saying, oh yeah, I'm just not trying to be rude or nothing. But you say, were you with my man? Mind you, he told me that he had this Lebanese ex that lived in LA. He said that she was lazy, didn't do no type of work, no type of motivation, and that's why he broke up with her, because the bitch would sleep through days. So she's messaging me, and me, I'm not just directly snitching, but I sent her the video as inserted. I sent her the video of him at the casino. So I didn't say yes, no, nothing like that at first, right? She was like, well, he's saying he don't know you. He's saying he don't know you. Babes, I literally screenshotted her text messages that he sent to me and said, is this you? She was like, yes, but he says he doesn't know you. Girl, are you fucking slow? Then I realized those are the type of bitches he dates. Slow bitches. Slow bitches. I go look at the girl page. The girl got 600,000 followers, but 600 likes. So y'all are the same. Y'all are both cap. So from there, she's still messaging me, whatever, and I say some real petty shit at the end, and I block her ass. I block her. But I let him know, like I sent him I unblocked him. I sent the screenshot. I said, not your little ex-girlfriend done found me, haha. Because low-key, it's like, you weird bitch. Because she sent me all their text messages, and I'm going to insert that too. So that's all the text messages that I guess he was sending her while he was with me, when she called him out for being with me. And I told her, I said, babe, this is a classic case of you don't want a man until you think that somebody else better has them. And at the end of the day, you're looking at my page, you're probably looking at me. And yeah, I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch that your man could never actually get. And that's why he settled for dumb, ditzy you. Okay? But it's like she came at me as if she was a girl's girl. And then her messages turned it into, you're lying, pretty much trying to call me a liar, as if you believe the nigga over me. Girl, go ahead, believe him, but you're slow. So she hit me up or whatever. So from here, okay, I'm not really saying anything else. I blocked the girl. I'm getting ready, getting dressed, and I'm on live getting dressed with my people, and I start getting people saying, he's going live about you. I don't give a fuck. You're gonna look like a cornball, because what type of grown man goes live? Like, gossip and drama is a woman's thing, and download men thing. But anyways, so he's going live. They're like, he's talking about your stretch marks. He says that you're fat, called you a fat ass. He said that I was begging him, and I was mad that he friend zoned me. Babe, if you friend zoned me, that is that's you confirming that you're gay. Because there's nothing wrong with me. You get what I'm saying? I'm beautiful, body T, hygiene on A1. I literally am known as a top entertainer. You think that I would be known as that in one of the more higher paid ones if I had bad pH? Never had that problem. I got strippers who literally are on the blogs commenting, I've worked with Gorgeous and smell is not a problem for her, ever. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, he gets on live for an hour, turns his comments off. Then he turns his comments on, and they're eating his ass up. My supporters are on there going crazy. Like, you're a cornball, you're lame as fuck, sitting the wire, da-da-da. This man turns his comments off and says, I can't read and talk at the same time. Be so fucking for real. We know you're slow. We knew that. We already knew that. So he goes live, y'all. Not only does this man post the screenshots of me expressing myself when I was drunk, telling him, don't fucking play with me. You could send me home. Like, maybe I misunderstood what I was coming out here for. But you're not about to play in my face with another girl. I don't compete. Listen, I don't compete for no man at all. When you with me, you with me. When you with whoever, you with them. But I'm not competing for shit. He posts the screenshots. And then why does he post my bank account information that I sent him for him to send the wire? I literally texted him. I said, not only did you say my name, my government name, you posted my government name and my bank account, which are both illegal, and my lawyers will handle you. I cannot wait till Monday morning. And I know your government name. I know everything about you, babes. Public record. It's easy to find everything I need to know, including your birthday. I could probably have a scammer find your social if I wanted it, and your IP address if I wanted it that bad. So now that he posted my public information and posted my bank account, I told him, I'm suing you for defamation of character. I'm suing you for putting my public information out there. And I'm going to call my bank and tell them that you did this. So they also press charges. But I'm so smart and so covered by God, y'all. I knew not to give him a actual bank account that I use. I gave him a bank account that had $25 in it. Not $25, it's still there. But, yo, he went live for like an hour, screaming, yelling, holding up his little fake packs of money he ordered offline, acting like he that man, and everybody called him out on it. He done made his Instagram private because all my supporters were putting corn on the cob in his comments, because I don't really know what he expected from this. And granted, I know he knew me, but you didn't know that I got an army of supporters behind me that do not play about me. And they literally kept up with this story the whole time. The whole 3 days I was there, they knew everything as it happened. And I'm happy I did that, because if I didn't, that would have opened the door for you to really think you could have played on my name. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I didn't lose anything. I won my money back in the casino that I lost. I literally went to the spa, had a free little trip. Okay, great, whatever. And now I'm making money because these videos of me doing something for the plot and it going viral, because instead of you doing what you should have did as a gentleman, this is what you did. You came online and went live about me and body shamed me. A lot of my followers are girls who are trying to lose weight. A lot of my followers are girls who literally have been here since I was 300 pounds and have followed my journey from one social media platform to the next. So for you to sit here and try to body shame me and then speak on my child, speak on my life, all because of the fact that you exposed yourself. That's what you're forgetting to tell everyone. Nobody knew who you were until you came on that live and dropped your Instagram because you wanted some attention. And you got caught dropping your own name in 4K. People saw it and called it out immediately. You did that to yourself. If it wasn't for you posting that comment on there, nobody would have never knew who you was. So you're over there mad, yelling at the phone, turning orange and red because of something that you did. I never exposed you. I never said your name. I never gave any clues to who you were. I didn't even tell people what you did for work because I was being respectful by keeping your name a secret. Because one thing about me, I'm not a name dropper. I don't be on here name dropping. If I drop a name, it's because I really want you to get the fucking point. Okay? So now I wake up this morning and all the blogs have posted it. On blogs that you've never been posted on a day in your life. These are blogs that post me at least once a week, at least 3 or 4 times a month. Everything that I do gets watched. And I low-key think you knew that and you wanted to use me to try to get some clout. But this isn't the right way, because now every female knows you're a cornball. Females are going to be scared to fly out to you. Literally, this did not go the way you thought it was going to go. So yeah, y'all, I'm getting with my lawyers on Monday. I'm going to file a cease and desist, and I'm going to file a defamation of character charge because he posted and said my name and posted my bank account information. And that little $2,400 that my flights cost is about to turn you into $250,000, $500,000. I'm coming for that bag.